Hi friends, I am T. Sanjivani Swera from TSWRS Junior College for Girls, Adilabad district, both. Did you know friends, the earth is the only planet which has water in liquid form, and those water are sustainable for human life and it is very essential for the human beings also. There is no water on the surface of the earth. A single living being also not there are not present on the surface of the earth. I want to tell you an amazing effect and a truly effect of the water is that it never used up and also it recycled again and again and again, and it constantly moving between the animals, plants and rivers. So this is the amazing effect of the water which are flowing on the surface of the earth. So friends, I would like to tell you a story about a water drop. There was a jar in that a fresh and clean water is there, and each and every drop of water which are present in that jar, they immensely proud because they were feeling so pure and clean in that jar. And day after day they would congratulate each other because they were very pure and clean and beautiful also. That was until one day a drop got idea if it becomes a dirty. A single drop got an idea if it becomes a dirty, then what is the position of that jar? And it went and it asked the surrounding drops which are present to that drop. Then the surrounding drops suggested that the single drop is that if it wants to turn a dirty, it is not necessary to turn, because if a single drop become dirty, the all water will become dirty only. There is no any specific pure or drop water in that jar. Then all that drops are said that single drop to don't change as a dirty, you will be feel pure. If that time only it will be a clean jar which are present with the water. Then absolutely that jar turn into the dirty only like her wish and her satisfaction. And it becomes dirty and it also became that jar also dirty water. And so many members are thought that why the water is become dirty, and a single drop of water also don't know why they become dirty. And hardly they are realizing that because that single drop only the water polluted in the old jar. Then it become very struggle to remove that single drop from the jar. And someone came and dipped the jar into the fountain. Then that dirty water sent out and fresh water will fill it in that jar. So in this story we have to understand that if a one drop of water become dirty, then automatically which the water is present on the surface of the earth, they will also become dirty. Then we have to doesn't show any difference among the elements which are present in the jar. So let's friends, my topic is about, I want to explain you about that difference between the hard water versus soft water. Then let's think what is hard water and soft water. Yes friends, coming to the first, soft water. Soft water is that which does give lather easily with soap, and hard water doesn't give any lather easily with soap. Let us observe on the screen two pictures. Yes. Let us observe these pictures. In the first picture, you can clearly see my face when I was in the jam. That is also a social welfare. And second picture is when I am in both. In those pictures, you can find some differences. Am I right? Yes, friends. In the first picture, you can clearly see my face is very fair and shiny. And second picture, you can observe my face is become so dull and dirty also. I couldn't find the reason what happened to my face. Then later I came to know why my face is became dull and dark. And I later came to know from my teacher. And I went to him and asked that what is the reason among this. Then he told me that due to the different water which are present on the surface of the earth. Then again I started thinking why my face is became due to the different types of water, and I had again asked something, that is how many types of water are present in our surroundings. Then my sir so told me that there are two types of water present on the surface of the earth. First one is hard water and second one is soft water. Let us know what is hard water and soft water. Look at on the screen. First is soft water. It does give lather easily with soap and it will be stay more on the surface of the water. More time surface of the water. And second, coming to the second one, hard water. It does not give any lather with soap, and if it gives lather with soap, it can't stay on the surface of the water for more time. It easily dissolve in the water in few minutes only. Then we can see how the lather will be formed on the surface of the earth. I would like to tell a story. I would like to present an activity to show the difference between the hard water and soft water. Then coming to difference between the hard water and soft water, I want to present an activity, show this both hard water and soft water. First of all, we have to take two bottles. In that first bottle we have to add RO water and second bottle we have to add tap water. Then we have to add some calculated soap to both these bottles and we have to take it for some time, and also let us observe what the changes are occur in these both bottles. In the first bottle we took RO water and we added soap to this. Then in this bottle we can observe clearly that lather is not formed on the surface of the water because we took the water is RO, so those water are hard. So that's why it's not form any lather on the surface of the water. And again second thing, we took tap water in the bottle and again we added some calculated amount of soap to this. In this we are observing some lather which is formed on the surface of the water. So this is soft water which gave lather easily with soap. Am I right? Yes. Here we can clearly observe both difference between the hard water and soft water. Then actually difference between the elements which are present in the hard water and soft water. Then coming to the differences between the hard water and soft water. First one is hard water. Hard water doesn't give lather. Yes or no? Yes. It doesn't give lather, but soft water gave more lather on the surface. And hard water contains some carbonates, bicarbonates of magnesium and calcium, and also sulfates and chlorides. But soft water only contains sodium carbonates in that water. And hard water contains high levels of minerals in it. But soft water does not contain high levels of minerals. It has low level of mineral of magnesium and calcium in it. So these are the difference between the hard water and soft water. Let's think how types of hard water which are present in the hard water. So there are natures of the hard water are there. There are two natures of hard water. Those are temporary hardness and second one is permanent hardness. Coming to the temporary hardness, that hardness is due to the presence of carbonates and hydrogen carbonates in the hard water. And permanent hardness is due to the presence of sulfates and chlorides of hard water. So these are the temporary and permanent hardness of the hard water. Then how we remove the hardness from the hard water? Yes, there are some methods to remove the hardness from the hard water. We have to know how to remove actually the temporary and permanent hardness in the hard water. Coming to the temporary hardness, we know that is due to the presence of magnesium, bicarbonates and carbonates, and also it is also due to the presence of hydrogen carbonates and bicarbonates. To remove this temporary hardness, we have some methods. First one is boiling method and second one is Klux method. Coming to the boiling method, in our daily life, we are boiled water for drinking or for bathing or our household works. Then if we boil that water in a same vessel, then we can observe the whitish color powder which is near the surface of the bowl. That whitish powder is bicarbonates which are present in the hot water. Due to that removal of bicarbonates only, the hard water turn into the soft water. Then we can easily use those water for our daily life activities. So this is the boiling method to remove the hardness from the hard water. Mainly the temporary hardness will be removed easily by this method. And coming to next, Klux method. It is due to the presence of calcium in hard water. We know hard water is contains of magnesium and calcium. So we have to remove those both from the hard water. Then automatically that water will be converted into soft. Now let us know how we done an activity with Klux method. I want to tell you a simple technique here. When in our daily life, mainly in summer, we are use lemon for dehydration of our body. Like that only, if we use a lime water and if we add a lime water to the hard water, then automatically the calcium which is present in that hard water precipitate out. So like this also we can remove the hardness which is present in the hard water by the Klux method. It is also have a lab activity to remove a hardness from the hard water. First of all, we have to add a calculated calcium oxide to the water. Due to the reaction between the calcium and water, mainly the hard water, that insoluble carbonates which are near the hard water, those will be precipitate out by the filtration of water. Like this also, we can remove the Klux. We can remove the hardness from the hard water due to the Klux method. Then we can see the elements which are in the hard water when it will be removed. There are hydrogen, there are calcium hydroxide is present, and also with a reaction we can see calcium hydroxide how it reacts with water. So these are the two methods we can remove easily by the Klux method. Then coming to the next, permanent hardness. Permanent hardness is due to the presence of chlorides and sulfates in it. Mainly the chlorides and sulfates of the magnesium and calcium. Then there are so many methods to remove the permanent hardness. There is no any technical process to remove this. There are simple methods, but not as a simple of temporary, because it is a presence of sulfates and chlorides. Let us friends, I want to tell you the following methods to remove the permanent hardness from the hard water. Coming to the first one, that is ion exchange method. You know, in this we are using a sodium zeolite as an ion exchanger. This can be used as an ion exchanger in the ion exchange method, and when a sodium zeolite flows with hard water in the pipes, then easily that sodium zeolite is converted into two compounds. First one is calcium zeolite and second one is magnesium zeolite. These are two useful and these are insoluble in water to remove a permanent hardness from the hard water. So this is an ion exchange method. It is also remove the hardness, mainly the permanent hardness, by the filtration also. So friends, this is the method to remove the permanent hardness, and it is also react with sodium zeolite and magnesium zeolite to remove the permanent hardness. In this, the hard water can change their ions with each other. When it will bond to each other, then it changes their each other ions to convert the hard water into soft. Then coming to the next, that is synthetic resin method. In this method, we can use an ion exchanger. Method is not like a synthetic resin method, because in that we are using permitted and zeolite processes. But in synthetic resin method, there is no any technical processes to remove. In nowadays, people are using rarely the filters which are technically came nowadays. In that purifiers, we are using this synthetic resin method. So then what is synthetic resin method? It is an ion exchanger also, by without comparing the permutate and zeolite processes in it, and it also having a large organic molecule, that is sulfonic acid. By this acid, we can easily remove that synthetic resin which is in the hard water. These synthetic resin make the hard water into soft by using that sulfonic acid. Then that sulfonic acid is react with sodium which is present in the hard water. So this synthetic resin method is take place before the ion exchange. After the ion exchange only, we can use the synthetic resin method to remove. Purely we can want soft water, then we have to remove this synthetic resin method from the ion exchange method. So both are these useful for removal of permanent hardness from the hard water. Then coming to the Calgon method. In the name of the Calgon only is there. Cal means calcium, gon means sent out. So we have to precipitating out the calcium which are present in the hard water. So here Calgon is a trade name of complex salt. Do you know friends, sodium is a salt which we are eating in our daily meals. Like that only, Calgon is a trade name to the salt that is so complex, that is sodium hexametaphosphate. So this sodium hexametaphosphate we are using to soften the water from the hard water. Calgon ionizes to give a complex anion to precipitate out the calcium which is present in the hard water. Calgon is a necessary process. It will be done in our daily life activities, like where we are using the purifiers. So these are the three methods we can use to remove the permanent hardness which is present in the hard water. So now we will learn how to remove the temporary hardness and permanent hardness. Then you can got an idea, or you raise a question in your mind. Why we remove the hardness from the hard water? Because in hard water there are high levels of minerals and salts are present. Those are magnesium and calcium. In the human life, we have to use per day the calcium and magnesium in some quantity. Calcium we have to use per day that is from 310 to 420 milligrams to our body. And also magnesium per day we have to need, that is 1000 to 1500 grams. Those are milligrams. So like this, if we continue our life with magnesium and calcium elements in our body, then easily we can dehydrate our body and it will be useful for our life also. Then coming to the advantages of hard water and also soft water. Let's we know what are the advantages of hard water. Hard water contains more levels of minerals. So that's why hard water is helpful for human life, and it's also safe for drinking also. We can need more water to survive our life on the earth. So we have to drink plenty of water which we are need. And also it does not lead to the lead poison. If it leads to the lead poison, there is no use of presence of magnesium and calcium in it, and also high level of minerals like this. So it doesn't lead any lead poison, and the taste is better if we like to drink more hard water only. If we drink soft water, there is no use for our any body hygiene. So we have to take more minerals for our body. Then how it will be useful to the heart? Because it prevents the cardiovascular diseases which we have. So these are the advantages to remove the to know the human beings, because we have to be in a safe manner. Then coming to the advantages of soft water. Soft water is economically good because we are using water purifiers and also washing machines for our daily life activities. If we use those materials more in a more way, then it's become economically good. Yes, and it does not safe for drinking, and it does not forms any scales in the pipes. If it forms scales in the pipe, there is no use for buying pipes for watering plants or something else. Yes, and it does not forms any stain on the white clothes which we wear. If it forms easily stain on the white cloth, there is no need for wearing that white shirts. So soft water is safe to wash the white cloths, to flow water in the pipe, and it useful in dyeing industry. Nowadays people are crazy about wearing dress in a colorful manner. So it becomes the industry very good to dye with soft water to the clothes. So it automatically become useful for the dyeing industries, and it also prolong the life of household appliances which we are using in our houses, like washing machines, water purifiers, like this. And it also give economically good for human life. So friends, these are the hard water and soft water advantages, and it also move for long time with us. So we have to use rarely hard water and soft water to continue our life on the earth. Then why we know the advantages of hard water and soft water? Because these both are beneficial for human life. If we use this water in a more way, if we use only the hard water, then we become so bored by that, and some mistakes will done with that hard water. And coming to the advantages of soft water, those are very necessary for human life. Then coming to the disadvantages of hard and soft water. Then first of all, disadvantage of hard water is that it does not economically good, and clothes are formed in a white stain on the cloth, and it also forms scales in the pipes, and it leads to the reduce the efficiency of household appliances which we are using, and it causes enzyme deficiency in the children. So these are the disadvantages are there in the hard water. So we have to take limit level of hard water in our daily life. Then coming to the disadvantages of soft water, it can lead to the lead poison, and soft water does not help in the strengthening of bones and teeth, because minimum our body is made up of more levels of calcium only. So again it has no taste to drink, and it causes heart and cardiovascular diseases immediately. So we have to use a less quantity in this both also. So we have to use a same level of hard water and soft water for our basic needs. Then I want to conclude my topic. In this we learn about the hard water and soft water. Actually hard and soft water, there is no any rare difference in this, because both are beneficial for human life. We are the human beings, in our body contain 60% of water, and it makes our life feel very useful. And also hard water contains dissolved minerals, but soft water does not contain any dissolved minerals. And hard and soft water both are beneficial when the hard water affects plumbing and corrode in the pipes. So we have to know what is the importance of water actually. On the earth, 97% water is made as hills. Those are in solid form. We can use that water? No way, we cannot use that water. And again 2% water is there on the earth surface. Those are marine, means those are very salty as on the surface of the earth. Those are oceans. We can use those water? No, we can't use those water for our basic needs. And again there are only the 1% of water is there on the earth surface. Those are very pure. So we have to use those water in a systematic way. If we waste the water, then think what is the situation of further generations. Coming to the 2020 year, then what is the position of those people? Then we have to save water for other generations, and it makes our satisfaction. While our Asian people gave us water, a pure water, then that like only we have to give those soft water and hard water to the further generation. And thank you for TSWRS, and also thank you for our dynamic hero Praveen Kumar sir, and TSAT channel, and Telangana government. Thank you so much.
Kailangan na lang ang